Yo, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we are going to be talking custom tactics and formations in FIFA 21, and these are my favorite custom tactics in FIFA as of March 2021. So obviously these change a lot. People get different tactics, different formations. The 5-3-2 has been the meta, the 4-3-2-1, 4-2-3-1. There has been a variety of formations that people have enjoyed over the last couple of months. Well, I say enjoyed, it depends how you feel about FIFA, but I've stumbled across one because of the FUT draft, and I've actually implemented this into my FUT champion style, and I'm unbeaten in FUT champions. Not 30-0, I think I'm about 8-0 when I actually switch to this formation, but it actually brings a bit of fun back into FIFA. And for me, it just allows me to play the type of football that I enjoy in the game. So hopefully you guys do enjoy today's video. If you do, smash like down below and subscribe for a lot more FIFA 21 content. This is just going to be a quick look at how we actually set up the team. And then I'll talk about how it actually does perform in-game, the way you should utilize the formation, the type of players you should put in which position. But as you can see, this is the team that I am rocking at the moment, and I stumbled across this team. As you can see on the bench, we have the likes of Butra, Neymar, Mbappe, Rashford. These guys were all in my main team because they are just so good. I mean, they're both untradeable. If they were tradable, they would obviously be sold because I'm not utilizing them fully at the moment. Wouldn't advise having players like this on the bench that you've bought. But I stumbled across using Serie A first owner players. Now we have Pereira. He is a first owner. You might be wondering, what is he doing at left back? What is Bruno doing at centre back? Obviously, we swap around in game. Desai is the obvious one there, and I'll talk about how the team actually lays out in game. But if you can just get players in these wide positions, of course you want them to be natural wide players. Now, El Shaarawy, probably rather you have him in a cam, but he's got 93 pace. He does feel quick on the wing. And Cristiano Ronaldo with his 91 pace, CR6, he is so good. 34 games, 28 goals, 6 assists, probably all in for champions. He's really good for me, and as a right winger, he performs really well. Now, the formation itself, obviously is in the title. It's the 4-3-3-4. This is the only formation I actually have selected, so this has just been my go-to formation. In the games that we won in for champions towards the end, to finish 20-5. It's not the best record, but yeah, we could definitely do better with this formation next week. I definitely think we could hit elite. 4-3-3-4 was the only one I was going for, and it's called balance 5, depth on 6, balanced 5, 5, 2 and 2. This just allows you to play a balanced approach, obviously, but I don't want my team to be pressuring. I don't want them to be press after possession loss, constant pressure, drop back. That is just my personal preference. I think this formation can be easily adapted to suit any sort of play style. If you want to play attacking, if you want to play pressurizing football with your fullbacks, you can do that, but I personally like my team to sort of just not move around in a crazy fashion. Just keep them still, keep them steady, and it just sets a decent foundation for the team. Now, the way we set it out in game, El Shaarawy, Del Piero, Cristiano Ronaldo up top, in that cam position is probably the most important position in the team because you rely on them to score a lot of goals. And the reason why I like Paulo Dybala so much this year is his finesse shot. You often get in positions outside the box where you've got a guy like Paulo Dybala. You need them to be able to hit that shot regularly. His finesse shot is absolutely amazing, guys. You need someone like him in that cam role. Potentially a Neymar would be a really good option, but I would go for someone who has top tier shooting as well as positioning and good pace as well. Striker, I believe you could get away with a 4-star weak foot, but 5-star weak foot is my preferred preference because you'll have that one striker formation. When you have two strikers, you can lay it off to someone else. If you're playing to Del Piero, you need to have the option to be able to go on either foot to confuse the centre backs. I think that having that 5-star weak foot really does work because you've got the likes of Dybala, Fernandes and Curtis Jones playing through balls to Del Piero, or maybe playing the ball into Del Piero's feet, so he can turn. He can either put it on his left foot or he can put it on his right foot. 5-star weak foot is preferred, but this year it's not as essential. If you have a 5-star skiller, that could be good because you can skill past the last line of defense. El Shaarawy, very nice player. Cristiano Ronaldo, the same. Usually what I do in the second half is I put Ronaldo up top, or I keep Del Piero on, take Ronaldo off for Mbappe to keep that true width. We've got Bruno Fernandes and Curtis Jones. I like to go with a fluid midfield as opposed to maybe an N'Golo Kante who you want to stay back. I think Curtis Jones can attack, can defend. Bruno Fernandes can attack, can defend. His interceptions are very good. His tackling is very good as well. So having these two players here in that midfield position who aren't really. Ultra defensive or super attacking does help. You want 2 box-to-box midfielders, I believe. You could obviously go for a more defensive one in this position of Curtis Jones, but I would go for 2 box-to-box players. The left back, Pereira, I stumbled across this because I had no left backs to fill in. Obviously, you can go for any left back that you want. I would recommend Theo Hernandez. I think Mendy is a bit past it. I don't think that Yuri, the Spanish guy, is really very good. But yeah, Pereira just seemed to work really well for me. He's got nice physical stats, nice defensive stats for a left mid. So playing him at that left back position didn't really affect his play at all. Personally, I like Ansaldi as a centre-back, but I'm using him as a right-back because I haven't really given this card enough credit this year, and he is really, really good. So for your full-backs, I do think you want almost a guy that can tuck in a little bit, but he can obviously pass as well. I don't think you need someone who can bomb up and down the pitch, like maybe a... I'm trying to think, like a Nelson Semedo type of player. I think you just need someone who is fairly steady, good at passing, and can obviously have a bit of height to stop the crosses. I think crosses are so annoying this year. But as for the instructions, guys, I go for come back on defense, cut inside, and get in the box for the cross for the 2 wide players. For the striker, I just have on default Paulo Dybala, default. Curtis Jones, we go for stay back whilst attacking and cover centre. For Bruno Fernandes, we just go for cover centre, so he's on balanced attack. For the fullbacks, it's obviously stay back whilst attacking. I think that's the best way to run your fullbacks this year, unless you are using the 5-3-2. And for the left back, obviously stay back whilst attacking as well. Centre backs we don't touch, and the goalkeeper we do not touch as well. So this formation works really nice, and I think it's a really good option if you like to play wide attacking football. If you love to have wingers on this game who really get involved a lot, like El Shaarawy scores a lot for me in those positions. You can imagine the finesse shots with El Shaarawy. Cristiano Ronaldo is probably the one where he is played in through a 1-2 and he can finish a cross goal. That is the type of goals you are scoring with the Cristiano Ronaldo. Del Piero playing to his feet, he can turn, he can do the shot left foot, right foot, it does not matter. And I think the most important position is Paulo Dybala, but the reason I went for this formation as opposed to the 5-3-2 is I just feel like having players in those wide positions that are naturally wide players, as opposed to having a left back or a right back playing that left wing back position, just works really well. You can get isolated with the right back and the left back one-on-one. You can take them on, you can cut that ball back, cut it across the goal. And I think it's a really top tier formation that is really underrated this year, and I think that a lot of people will have success with this formation. It just offers everything that you'd probably want in game if you like playing attacking wide football. I think if you normally play a 4-3-1-2, try it out, see how you play in a wide formation, but it might not be for you. It's just my preference at the moment, and I think that is, you could say it's an elite formation. I think that as we hopefully go on, people adapt more different formations as opposed to the 5-3-2, and yeah, it will give people just some variety in FIFA 21. I think it's a top tier formation, guys. I think you should try it out. Let me know in the comments if you try it out, how you think it plays for you. Hopefully you can enjoy this formation, enjoy using these custom tactics this weekend in FUT Champions. But that is me done for now. I'll catch you all in the next one.